Hey everybody, I'm John, or JohnnyG89 here online, and I'm an Arknights content creator. While Arknights is my primary content, I do some other fun things here on the channel as well, but Arknights is something I'm very passionate about. I've made content for a very long time, and I've done everything from streaming to uploading videos on the gameplay, narrating the story, unboxing merchandise, and more. I'm very passionate about the story and the lore and the characters and things like that. And in the end, I've always enjoyed seeing everybody's reactions to the game, to the characters, to the story. I love seeing the artwork, the fan art, so many more things. Now, one thing that you may have seen that I've done here on the channel, as well as on social media and stuff like that, is I've fan-dubbed clips of the anime. Because I'm a voice actor. And I've been doing voice acting for about a year now. I've done everything from video games, to indie animations, to comic dubs, and more. And I've had a lot of fun working in the industry. My voice acting journey actually started with a dream to be a professional voice actor and to work on Arknights. I want to work on the game someday and be a voice of, hopefully, one of your favorite characters. One of the common themes that I see in the community is a lot of people love the story, but some of them just feel it's very daunting to read it, which admittedly is very true. It's a very dialogue-heavy game, and the voice acting that is present in the game is reserved for the gameplay portions as well as the menu and stuff like that. The dialogue, the story itself, has to be read by the player. So as a voice actor, I've done fan content before, but I decided to do something that I believe is very special for the community here. And I want to give everybody a chance to enjoy the story, whether they listen to it or watch this through the video itself. But I wanted to fan dub the game. So I started with a very quick project of fan dubbing the introductory scene to Arknights Retracing Our Steps, the current story event in the game. I assembled a cast of Arknights content creators, community members, and voice actors who all are just as passionate as I am, if not more, as voice actors, and have worked on some amazing projects themselves to create a fandub of OS-ST-1. Now, this is just a little preview. If all goes well, I would like to fandub the full story event, and then after, I would like to start a roster of Arknights community members, content creators, and voice actors who would be interested in helping be part of fan-dubbing the story from beginning to end. The main theme, the side stories, every single event story, and more, to create a complete and comprehensive fan-dub for everybody to enjoy the story, even if they don't want to read it. So, I hope you enjoy this preview today of what I've put together for you. I hope you really enjoy the talent of all these amazing voice actors, and go check them out through the description below. There's links to each and every one of their sites or social medias where you can find them, follow them, and see what other projects they've worked on and more. Please make sure to do that. And if you enjoy this, please look forward to more to come. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the preview for Arknights Retracing Our Steps, the fandom.
I believe you're wrong, sir. Victoria may be the strongest nation on Terra for now, but there is no guarantee that such prosperity will last forever. We are all familiar enough with the history of Victoria's 4 golden decades, nourished by the legacy of Gaul. Times have changed, however. When Victoria's productivity advantages eroded, and her ambition to expand went unsated, the cracks of internal strife began to emerge beneath the surface. The last king attempted to mediate between the factories and the merchants, but failed to propose a new path out of the dilemma. His end was inevitable. The same was demonstrated by the coup in Litanian not long after. Who emerged as the victor of the bloody struggle? No. It has been more than a decade since they hanged the Lord of the Lions, but the repercussions of the coup linger to this day. The Wheat of Brighton, the River Mercy incident. Have the Dukes been able to set aside their conflicts for even a moment this past decade? Everyone believes they will emerge the better for the struggle. Not one believes they're digging Victoria's grave together. If we do not see change soon, an intensifying civil war will be what defines Victoria in this new era.
I heard that the most eloquent young man stole the show today. One would be forgiven for mistaking you for today's headliner.
I meant no offense, Your Grace, Duke of Castor. I had hoped to make the acquaintance of more people of wisdom at your manor, but I confess I find myself disappointed.
Do you consider yourself worthy of a position as a Duke's advisor? Or even the Speaker of Parliament, then?
Anyone can point out the ills that plague this nation. Curing it, however, calls for the proper means. A stroke of luck, even. It seems that I am hardly the one who should be worrying about these things, though. What do you think?
Huh? I remember your mother. You have inherited none of her humility or courtesy, but all of her boldness and irreverence. Enciodes.
You would hardly have found time for a distant relative from a distant land if I had not caught your attention this way.
It was a rather inflammatory speech, but far from being enough to lay a foundation. Many young lads have visited this house, intending to make their names amongst the guests, so as to enjoy the adoration of others in high society. How do I know you're not one of them?
I have little interest in becoming a guest of honor at the banquets of Victorian nobility. I simply bring a modest proposal. The resources of Hiereg and the industry of Castor complement each other perfectly. There is potential for equal cooperation. I am building Hiereg's first transnational trading company, and I would like to extend an invitation.
Equal?
Equal. In 30 years, the name Hiereg will lie on the lips of all the nations of Terra. We have nothing to lose and everything to gain from cooperation between our two lands.
I commend your courage, but I doubt you have the means to make such a promise, child.
You will assent. As a consummate and visionary politician, you are well aware of the dilemma that Victoria faces, or should I say, the Duchy of Castor faces. You would not lightly dismiss any measure that could improve the situation, however slim the chance. The fact that I stand before you now is proof enough that I'm worth investing in.
Be thankful you are young enough that I can forgive your impudence. Answer me then, young visionary, with your wit and guile. How does a country that is yet to adopt the Originium Circuit plan on becoming a name on the lips of all of the nations of Terra?
Your doubts are well-founded. Industry and technology are certainly important, but for a nation, there are other things that are even more important. To be frank, the particular nature of Victorian politics may have clouded your eyes to the potential of a united nation. I believe.
And she stood upon the highest peak, pointed to the lake in the distance, and spoke. Remember the path you walked, and let not yourself forget. Fear the blizzard that has yet to come, and let not yourself be arrogant. Clutch your bows and arrows, pickaxes and hoes tight, and let not yourself be careless. Love your brothers and sisters, love your neighbors and friends, and love the rocks and hills, the grass and trees, as you would love your own siblings. Heed these words, and no calamity shall befall you, and your home and hearth will be safe forevermore.
Saintess, it's almost time.
Have the doctors not found a way?
For years, the finest doctors of Yerag and Victoria tried everything they could think of to purge the poison from the Great Elder. In the end, it is not illness that takes him, but time.
I see. May I see him?
Of course. Please, deliver him in Yerenganja's name.
Enya gently pushes the door open. The dying man's chest barely moves as he lies on the bed. He seems to hear the sound and cocks his ear with great effort before opening his mouth meekly.
Enya, is that you?
Great Elder. How are you feeling? Would you like some water?
No. Listen to me, Enya.
What is your wish?
This day has been too long in coming. Do you think that this day has been too long in coming?
Of course not. You taught me many things.
You have done well, but I was a poor teacher, a poor elder. I was not even a pious child of Uraganda.
Great Elder?
I haven't heard Uraganda's voice for many years. I prayed day and night, recited the scriptures over and over, but she never answered my call. I was lost. I was afraid, but I had to keep going. I thought if Uraganda's will was to protect her people, it was not against her will to act in such a way. I wanted to strengthen the Vine-Bead court's authority. I wanted the hearts of Urag to be united and firm, but I erred in many ways.
One can lie to a man, but no one can deceive Yeragander. She sees all that we do. She knows all our errors and our repentance.
I know. I believed, but a long time passed, and I thought I had not been punished by Uraganda, and so I stopped believing until last night. Uraganda came to me in a dream. She did not reproach me. She simply walked in front of me, leading me to the lake whose surface was like a mirror. And she said, all the rivers shall converge upon this place. And then I knew my time was up. I want to repent. I must repent. But it's too late for me. Enya, tell me, honestly, do you still hear Uraganda's voice?
Her followers must listen carefully to her teachings at all times. The noise of the land may deafen our ears to her voice, and the wind and snow blind our eyes to her teachings. But remember always that she is good, and those who forsake her walk on the wrong path. It is harder to be good than evil, to forgive than to hate, to be humble than to be proud. Those who tread this path must know it is a treacherous one, but those who stray from it shall find it even harder to return.
Stop making all that noise, Yucatan. Since when are you as restless as Cirrus?
I'm sorry, Matriarch, but I just can't help myself at a time like this. There's nothing I can do for her but pray.
Always so uneasy, you and Cirrus. She is my younger sister, and the future Browntail matriarch. A little thing like this should be no trouble at all. That idiot's in excellent health. You remember how she sneaked out to climb Mount Jungfrau when she was 8, and ended up breaking her leg when she fell? They thought she'd never walk again. In 2 months, she was running and jumping around like nothing ever happened. No one gave it a second thought. Are we really sure there were no lingering effects? No. No, of course there wouldn't be. It was so long ago, and the doctors say she's healthy as a burden beast. But can those Victorian doctors really be trusted? I'll have their heads if anything happens to my stupid sister. God for dammy! It's been 4 hours! Why haven't they come out yet?
Matriarch, report from Captain Monch.
Shut up! Don't bother me, whatever it is.
Understood.
Let's take a deep breath, Matriarch. Yaragander will protect Russ. She's the gentlest woman I've ever met. Who would Yaragander watch over, if not her?
You're right. You're right, Yaragander. Oh, Yaragander, hear my prayer. I am hardly the most pious of Yaragander's people, but now I muster all my piety in the hopes that Yaragander will grant this one favor. If Clan Browntail must be punished for our past transgressions, then let all that punishment fall upon me. I will accept your anger, your wrath, but please, spare my foolish sister. Bye, Yaragander.
Dear travelers, please note that train KT-392 departing from Lake Selbernherz bound for Brig Pass will be delayed by 1 hour due to inclement weather. Yereg Rail sincerely apologizes for the inconvenience. Please speak to a staff member at the information desk if you require assistance. Are Victorian trains ever not late? Looks like they've rubbed off on Yereg Rail.
It's just a little wait. Frankly, I'd rather stay here for a while longer than deal with those investors back at home. At least they have good Sisty milk here for free. But inclement weather, they say. Doesn't look like it's snowing.
What's the hurry? The trains aren't running.
Sorry, excuse me.
Wait a minute. I've seen this trick before. You're a pickpocket, aren't you? Stop right there. Let me make sure you didn't steal anything.
The woman breaks free of the hand grabbing her shoulder and runs in the direction of the crowd, vanishing into a sea of people.
Huh? Hey! Somebody! Help! Thief!
Did you lose something, ma'am?
My purse? Jewelry? Terminal? Huh? Everything seems to be here. But that one...
Probably some unfortunate sod trying to get on without a ticket. I told you, this is pious Yareg, not post-war Londinium. No one's coming after your purse. By Yarenganda. Does trying to ride without a ticket get you hunted down by warriors in Yareg?
Huh? Found you, Madam Carolin of Rhine-Lab. I know who you are and what you've done. Come quietly, unless you want everyone under the sun to know. The Vine-Bead court will grant you a fair and impartial trial. First, give me what you're holding.
The woman silently clutches the folder in her arms and thinks for a moment before crying out without warning.
Oh, run! Run! There's a bomb in the station! Huh?
The crowded station quickly descends into chaos at the woman's cry. The creator of the chaos once again disappears into the crowd.
Damn.
Russ, so glad you're alive.
How are they? The children?
Perfectly fine. Your sister's taking care of them. Rest now, and don't worry about a thing.
Yucatan. Oh, there were a few times there I thought I was going to see Yaragander. Every little bad thing that I ever did came flashing back before my eyes. Even that time when I climbed that tree to steal foul beast eggs when I was 8. What would Yaragander punish me for?
She already punished you, remember? That time you spent 2 months in bed. Don't worry about it, Russ. We've made it through so much. Now we've got another reason to keep going. We have to see Oak and Barry grow up. Yaragander won't separate us.
Yucatan, is it snowing outside? It's a little cold.
I'll add some firewood and get you another blanket. Sleep well, Russ. The winter will pass, and we can go see the flowers by the lake when spring comes. All of us, together.
Cirrus closes her eyes and falls asleep quietly. It should be a moment of happiness, but Yucatan feels a rock in his heart. He looks outside. The clouds are thick and heavy, but the snow refuses to fall. This kind of weather is rarely seen in Yerrak. Maybe we're in for a cold winter this year, Yucatan thinks.
When the winter passes.
She is omnipresent. She cannot be sought. We need not question her existence. She is there when we choose to follow her. Do you remember this from the scriptures?
No, this is not how it should be. If she is omnipresent and cannot be sought, then who hears her will and who...
You should rest, Great Elder. Don't let yourself suffer.
I see it, Enya. I see unprecedented calamity descending upon Mount Carolin. I see Originium bringing ruin to the land. I see her abandoning Yerrak.
Caught up in a bout of excitement, the old man stares outside the window, his face warped and twisted, seemingly seething in anger, or engulfed by a terror that defies description. He raises his withered arms, trying to grasp something, only for them to fall back down meekly. Finally, he quiets down, as though he has expended the last sliver of strength he had.
Great Elder?
Enya, say a prayer for me. The final chapter of the Yaragander.
And all the rivers shall converge upon this place at the end of it all, and you shall walk the path forward alone, and the path you shall walk lies beneath your feet. She sighs as she speaks the words. She turns around and disappears in the wind and snow from whence she came.
You have no hope of escape. The people of Yerrak know the wind and snow better than any outsider. Your arts are not effective here. We don't want to damage our relationship with Rhinelab. Otherwise, I would keep you here by any means necessary to retrieve the military secrets that you stole.
I am not carrying your military secrets.
I have no reason to believe you.
You don't understand.
Don't understand what?
You don't understand what these data mean. How long do you think your god will protect you?
You can't talk your way out of this. Wait. What's with the clouds?
Run!
The avalanche struck in an instant. A loud crack moved the mountains that had remained dormant for many years. Snow poured down the slopes, mixed with rocks and black crystals, and all creation was obscured by gray and white. The mountains trembled, the echoes lingered in the valley. Few could comprehend what had just happened. It was the first catastrophe in history to strike this place.